Alright guys, Papa Pepper back once again. More of 50 Days to Understanding the End Times More Accurately. This one is day 44, The Cause of the Falling Away. Concerning Christ's return and the beginning of the day of the Lord, or the day of Christ, we are told, that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It is my belief that the second event mentioned in this passage may play a role in causing the first. Exactly what effects will movies like Left Behind and all the pre-tribulational pastors making pre-tribulational believers have if the pre-tribulational rapture is soon proven to be false? So many believe in an any moment rapture and that it's a fact, and wholeheartedly trust that they are forever spared from the supposed tribulation period. They believe these things to be a biblical fact, but I have not been able to find that such is the case. Let's examine some verses that may show how these two coming events could be tied together. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? 2 Peter chapter 3, verses 3 to 4a. The question posed by the scoffers to believers is meant to be a provoking taunt. I wonder how effective it would be if such a question was raised after the abomination of desolation. Since pre-tribulational believers are, as they say, looking for Jesus Christ, not the Antichrist, what will they do when the Antichrist shows up first? I believe that many may forsake the Bible as being a source of truth. After all, the Bible supposedly promised that they would not be present for the reign of the Antichrist, right? Or was it really such a small number of true believers that had been raptured and the rest of us just missed it? Perhaps nobody noticed the few true believers leaving earth and the rest of us somehow had not believed correctly. To ask where is the promise of his coming during such a time would certainly be a most persuasive tactic for attacking the accuracy of what the Bible supposedly teaches. Within the Olivet Discourse, we have another potential reason why believing in a pre-tribulational rapture may be dangerous. We are told that some may conclude, my Lord delayeth his coming. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites, where there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Matthew chapter 24, verses 48 to 51. What would cause someone to conclude that Jesus delayed his coming? Could it be events occurring that weren't supposed to happen until after Jesus came? For a pre-tribulationist who finds himself within what he believes is the tribulation, to conclude that Christ was late seems like a logical option, unless he isn't coming at all. We are also told that such a one shall begin to smite his fellow servants. This was also promised ahead of time, and many shall be offended and shall betray one another and hate one another. Matthew chapter 24, verse 10. If Christianity appears false and the only reason persecution is coming is for his name's sake, why not forsake his name and turn on those who still believe? Point number 1. There must be a cause for this falling away, and perhaps the Bible mentions it. Point number 2. Perhaps the abomination of desolation and persecution at that time will be that cause. So guys, we've got just a couple days left after this. It's going to get real interesting as we head out, so please stick with me. Appreciate your support. Papa out.